What's happening, fellas? I know many of you guys texted, commented, wanted to see how things come out. So some things to follow up. The basher plate or the skid plate, it's not intended, well, at least in my case, I'm not intending it to be used for like a hardcore bashing while rock crawling, because this is just basic protection, you know, something definitely way better than factory plastics were or whatever. But general idea was to protect the certain steering components where the oil filter is, oil pan, and other things, just from general, you know, branches sticking in there and just making things smoother underneath, especially when if you like snow wheeling, you know that the better the skid plate system, the easier the car will slide and snow wheel through the powder. So I'm going to do a quick wrap up. Keep in mind this is a 1/4-inch aluminum, can get reinforced by certain ways. It doesn't get any lighter than that. The only difference or betterness would be technically to maybe go to a 5/16 or 3/8 plate, just for the thickness and more protection while still retaining lighter weight. But considering my previous experience, as a 1/4-inch aluminum usually serves as a 3/16 steel, yet still lighter. And we're talking about the strength. So with all the blabbering aside, check it out. So we're gonna go to the back section. This is SF Creations subframe brace, I think it's called. So you can tell that the whole thing is just slim and, you know, just flat underneath now, right? I am thinking that I'm gonna do some kind of a plate here to cover up the transmission pan. I want to do that, but I don't want to overdo it because I want to still keep the flow of air from, you know, going underneath here to keep things under control as far as temperature. Might muck up something to put over the transfer case bottom just to give it a little more protection as well. Let's right to the front. Front is here. Again, like I said, the main goal is to protect all those components from having branches going in here or any other, you know, rocks falling in when you're mobbing down the gravel roads or whatever. Again, this thing can be obviously made wider, bigger to protect all this if necessary, but do you really need it? Again, I prefer to use common sense when I'm wheeling. So access here, some guys commented on an oil filter. So the skid is held by basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts, which are not very hard to remove. And I don't really see a point of cutting out a hole here to drain the oil and replacing the oil filter. I mean, if I need to get in here, I can still get in here. I can, you know, fairly easy to get in here. I mean, this is, you know, this is 1/4-inch. I mean, I don't think this thing is going anywhere. And I did TIG welded all this area here, so this will be all good and strong. Other than that, stay tuned. I'm gonna post a video on YouTube of the whole process, and I guess if there is interest, I'm gonna be inquiring on some prices for the material, and then see what my laser guys will charge for cutting and forming this stuff. I guess we'll go from there. Cheers.